Kishiryu Sentai Ryusoulger, episode number 99999999999. The Strange Treasure Chest. And welcome back to the show, everybody. I'm, of course, the one and the only, the triple, the G.O.D. And yeah, we back to this business. And I'm like, yo, I missed this. But that's why we got to get back to it. The character spectacular is forever. But regardless of all of that, man, this was a good episode to really hop back in the mix, because when I sat down and start watching the episode, it's kind of like, okay, the show is giving me exactly what this is. When I sit down and get on the mic and review it, this is going to be a quick one and done. We're going to get up out of here and everything going to be good. But knowing what Ryusoulger was giving me before I had this little sabbatical of not watching it, to getting right back into it, reminds me why I love the show in the moments then, and why that love is growing back on me even right now as we speak about it. I'm like, very seriously, this episode was simply supposed to be me get on the mic. Japanese TJ Henderson is having confidence issues. He gets his confidence up. He understands what his role is as a part of this team, and that's the end. No. Totally not. We still got a whole big Banba technical B slide plot we gotta talk about, because that was something that came off the way. It's like, I didn't have no idea the show was even gonna even roll or even run that, but I'm kind of like, well, that's one way for Banba to get his killer instinct off, so that's fine. What I want to focus on, other than Asuna Cake sitting up her eating meat to get super thick cake, is let's talk about that boy Melto. Let's talk about him, because as this was a focused him episode, and given what this episode gave us, because we got a lot from it, is that let's sit up here and let's establish the main idea, which is important. The 8 episodes we got to before this is that Melto was always the thinker of the squad. He always was. Even though Big Banba at times can sit up here and do the tactical thing too, mainly your tactical focus is through Melto, because it's like, look at the rest of his team. You got the boy Young Juice, aka Cole. He just sits up here, he had first. Asuna sits up here, she's the mother, you know what I'm saying, trying to keep them all herded together, you know what I'm saying. You got the boy Toa Amore sitting up here, man. He the swag stylist, you know what I'm saying. Even though, this episode had a little bit of his swag on display. We won't talk about that yet, but that's the role that he played. And Banba just the brooder, you know what I'm saying. He just sits up here like blah blah blah. Oh, there's a Minosaur. Kill the human related to it. / That's just what he does. And, even though it's been a while, it's good to know that I'm coming back to remember and to reestablish these characters for who they are. And given again that these are the people that a character like Melto is surrounded by a hothead, the mother, the swagger, and the brooder. So somebody's got to be the tactics, and it's Melt. And given all of this team composition, is this episode was really him really finding what part do you play on this grand stage of saving the world, and knowing that now that not only have you gained the confidence that was always there, because we spent early part of this episode of both Asuna and Cole sitting up here and telling Melto, don't think too much, bruh, it ain't that serious. When the world's on the line, and ladies and gentlemen, it is just that serious. Just a little, just a fucking tad, just a bit, right? Just a little bit. The world's on the line. You go out there and you fight the monsters, your life on the line. Some tactics, some noodle thinking would be sublime here. Just perfect. But even then, when you know and understand and firmly sit up here and ground yourself to that's who you are, sometimes you have to build up that confidence, because here's a truth. Nobody will believe in you if you don't believe in your damn self. That is a truth of life. If you take nothing else from anything I've said in reviewing this episode, take that truth with you in life. No one believes in you unless you believe in you first, because that is something that exudes from the inside out. That is not something you can gain from absorbing from the outside in. No. Never. Never think that. Never fool yourself. And never let anyone tell you that you can gain self-confidence and self-worth from absorbing it from others. Because I tell someone I care deeply about all the time, I can tell you everything in the world, but it means nothing if you don't believe it to be so yourself first before somebody else tells you. Those are the facts. But given all of that, you know what I'm saying, and given that that's kind of where we are with this episode, and Melto sitting up here trying to build his confidence and things like that, is that you ultimately get to the point. He sits up here, stands, submits, I'm the tactician of the squad. That there is a balance between me sitting up here and overthinking it and knowing when to act. Because I have to be the balance in my team, because everybody's doing all these different things and I got all this stuff to deal with. And even given that, yeah, I know that I'm a couple behind this, you got somebody else you're soon going to be dealing with, and understanding that you still have to be what that is to your team, because without that composition, your team falls apart. It's kind of the magical reason why Sentai and things like it work, because the team dynamic has to make sense. If there is a piece of the puzzle missing, the puzzle don't work. Or if you want to sit up here for me to continue to make metaphorical examples, you can have a recipe, but if you're missing a vital ingredient to the recipe, it don't taste the same. It don't work the same way. And that is what's important in the composition and team building of what makes Sentai work. I don't believe we've even got here to this point, but it's very true. And for people who watch this, you know it, even though you never really think about it, because the show usually shows hold your hand through that, well, there are a lot of things that we, the writers and directors, have to get across to you, the person watching the show. But one of those things that we try to emphasize, but not beat your ass over the head with it, is team composition and why it works. That conflicting personalities, conflicted ways of life and things like that, but they all come together because it's important, because the goal is the same. Things of that nature. So now that I've talked all about that, let's get to the real nitty gritty of this episode, because we've got two big major points we got to cover. Number one, I don't think the Masters are dead. That's what the show gave us. The Masters aren't dead. Is that because in the episode, you know, as Melto was building up, Master Blue shows up. Out the blue. That was on purpose. I planned that, by the way. Master Blue shows up, and it's like Melto the whole time is sitting up here trying to figure out like whether or not this is an illusion. Well, maybe I should kind of also establish that this whole episode is based off of being eaten by a RPG mimic chest. That's also a thing. You know, that's important, because being eaten by a mimic chest, and also, you know, you got the boy Toa Mori sitting up here making RPG references, you know, blah blah. So let's establish that, because I'll go through this whole episode, get y'all out of here, and then forget to mention that. But back to the thing. After, you know what I'm saying, Master Blue sits up here and gets in Melto's head that, yo, you wish for confidence. I'm here to give you that. I'm not here to hand it to you, but I'm here to get you on the path of understanding that there has to be balance. And I really think that was a very, very vital, not important part of the episode, but an important part in Melto's character development, of understanding that, yeah, you can dote on them all you want because you love and care about them. But sometimes when you love something, you just gotta let it go. I'm not gonna do that. I could do that. You probably want that, but I'm not giving it to your ass. Don't ask me. I'm sorry. Oh, actually, did I put it? Yep, I brought that down here. Hold that down. I brought my Elsa, so I gotta. The water never bothered me anyway. Damn, it worked good. No. But anyway, what was I saying? Oh, establishing character development for a character in Sentai. Yeah, that's what we're doing. So, In this whole back and forth of Master Blue sitting up here trying to get across to Melto that, yeah, again, you can love something, you can want to protect it, but sometimes let it go, or in this instance, trusting your teammates. That, yeah, you 99% of the time, dog, it's gonna be you that's gonna know the right thing to do. But you gotta know the right thing to do, and also be a team player and let your team rock and roll. Because what's the point of having a team if they don't do what they do? If you just sitting there telling them, "No, don't do that," it's not gonna work. Again, we talked about team composition and how that's important. And in that instance, sometimes we literally, and I mean literally, have to learn how we work as a team, and that every part is important. I remember that I learned this because I am who I am. The bottleneck. Or in other words, you only as good as your worst part. That's true. That's also true in team composition. Your team only is great as the worst player you got. But then it becomes up to the team to sit up here and elevate your worst to be the best like y'all, so it ain't no bottleneck, so everybody running on the same flip. And that's what it is. And that's what Melto got out of this episode for character development. Yeah, you the smart guy. You the smart guy. That's why we call you Japanese TJ Henderson, cuz you Japanese TJ Henderson. You the smart guy, baby. But also, you got to learn that it's more to being the smart guy than this. That, yeah, sometimes you got to do it from in here, baby. Sometimes you just got to do it from in here. Because a lot of times, you can overthink it, but feel it and know it in here that that's how the way to roll. But that is what true balance is that you can't always do it from here. You can't be 101% analytical, but when I can't do the thing. If you think with this and you feel with this together, it's a synergy. That's another thing you can take with you. The synergy between head and heart. What you feel and how you analyze. And when those things come together, human beings do great things. True fact. It is a true fact. Just for real, just swear. It's a true fact. The important thing is that what I said at the beginning about getting into Melto's character development is the one thing he ended up getting from Master Blue at the end was a good little Tron that he gave him that he already had and now has two of. So the thing is establishing that how the Masters were killed by a certain someone who took a massive L, who we will not name because you took one of these, bro. It is what it is. So that's probably going to be a lingering question for quite a while. I really think this is something that the show is going to tap at every now and then, but until we get to the end game, because remember, because this is the one point I do want to establish about that is in episode 1. Remember when they first got the powers, the souls of the Masters were infused inside the "You So Cool" figurines. That's what we call them, the "You So Cool" figurines. That's what we call them, "You So Cool." Gotta love saying that. So it could be possible, because they are as old as they are, that those who inherit the will of are inside of that power, and that it could be some weird ninja thing, which we won't discuss here, but it could be something like that, for example. So I'll be sure to keep an eye on that, just to see how that flow and how that goes, and to see if this really some one and done thing that they drop as a thing and then forget, and then last episode the Masters are back, and the Masters and the Masters and the Masters, and it's just somebody taking a massive L. So it is what it is with that. Before we get to that other thing, Wazoo and Kurion were here, and it's like, yeah, you were here, and that's a thing. Thanks for coming, bros. Appreciate that. Deuces. Oh, that other important thing? Remember Big Bamba and the B plot of this episode? Well, inanimate objects have feelings too. Yeah. Said that super totally, bro. Inanimate objects have feelings. That's what this episode established. A box was mad because a dude didn't open it. It became a Minosaur, a Final Fantasy mimic, ate our heroes. Some dude got a whole bunch of money. Some girls got some makeup. Us in the case was sitting up here trying to make that cake thickety thick. Toho More wanted to level up in an RPG. Cole wanted to fly. Well, as he wanted to go around the world, he wanted to bend around the world and yeah. Cole been player, hated, but I know Young Juice got that work now. Cause you finna catch a L, and all you do is catch them L's. Catch an L. Catch them L's. Oh, baby. See, y'all know about that. Shout to Diddy. Shout out to Mason Beather. And shout out to the Notorious B.I.G. for the one time. You know what I'm saying? What else? Yeah, we talked about the magical confidence thing. What else was there? That was it. I will say this: Zord fight was pretty dope. I'm like, I am loving how active the Zords are in this because the combat roll in the sword slash. And I'm just like, I've seen that before. Oh wait, every character action game ever. Yeah, but you know it is what it is. You know, that was that established magical episode. There was something about bananas. I don't quite remember the thing about bananas, but you know, let's talk about bananas. I guess bananas. This was a great episode. This was a great episode to come back to, and I got a plan. I've had a plan for months, but it has been so busy around here. So busy with things happening, trips and planning and all this stuff, and trying to get things together and get things proper and get things right. Let's see if I can actually follow up on something for a change. Should be fun to find out. Remember, you so cool. Yo, regardless of that, we have got plenty of more show for you, so please sit back, relax, and stay tuned. I am, of course, the one with a G.O.D, a.k.a. Mr. CRACKCOCINE, hashtag entertainment's #1 dope man, and hashtag the baddest monster in existence. That, of course, is the congregation, Squish Murder, and the squad. Bessie, Janine, Magdalene, and especially you. So please, sit back, relax, and stay tuned. Have to do it one more time, let you know what it is. Yo, I got plans. So if I'm back to this, I'm back to the other thing. So stay tuned for that. I'm trying to set a roadmap because I want to get caught up and then I want to finish the other thing. I had a plan even for that, but you know, plans are what they are. Let them know, shot for shot. Free throws. Yeah, but like I said though, plenty of more show for you. Plenty of more show for you, and of course, get the beard right. Get the beard right, baby. More show for all of you. All of you. All of y'all. Promise to go tell them today. Uncle Triple's holding it down right here, bringing you everything. Bringing you everything that I love, and I know you love too. Doing that. Go tell them today. You just hold that down for me. You know what I'm saying? I guess since I'm on this, subscribe if you haven't. Hit that bell. Bells. I've learned bells are important. For some don't mind me, I learned bells are important. I didn't know certain people was making videos because I'm subscribed to so many people. So them bells is real talk. YouTube ain't playing. Bells is real. Ring a ding ding. Ring them. Ring my bell. Y'all ain't ready. Again, I about to sing the Will Smith remix. Y'all ain't ready. DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. You ain't ready. Ring my bell. Y'all don't want me to do that. Look. Kishiryu Sentai, Ryusoulger, episode number 9999999. The Strange Treasure Chest. But seriously, more show for all of you right after these commercial messages. Oh boy. Catch up. Spectacular. Roll that R, baby, like you mean it. More show right after these commercial messages.